Hello, welcome back to the vlog. The last 6 months or so have been a perfect storm of just non-stop busyness and planning. As I mentioned in the last vlog, I was getting married and now I am officially married. I'm sure it is probably very annoying that you have not seen her on the vlog at any point and you're like, does she actually exist? Yes, she actually exists. Anyways, so far, married life is very nice. It is pretty much the same as it was before. I am super excited to get back to work though. I've not been able to follow my normal routine for what feels like, I don't know, a very long time. But today is the day. We are getting back to it. All right, all right. So right here, I have some old MP3 players. And at some point, one of these was mine and one of these was my brother's. And we gave them to my mom and they still had music on them. And I think she wanted the music off of them. I didn't actually listen. My New Year's resolution from last year of actually listening to people all the way through has not been going so well. But I'm getting there. I'm conscious of it, baby. It has some sort of proprietary USB here. I don't know if I've ever even seen this type of USB before. And just a regular USB-A over here. We adapt that to USB-C over here. Okay, well, the blue one successfully hooked up. This one says it's in communication mode, but it's not working, so I'm gonna have to try on a Windows computer later. Cool, I will put this directly on her computer. I started leaning a lot more into actually saving stuff and not just keeping such a tight ship. And there is something to be said for saving a lot of old stuff and then revisiting it and had the fun of just being like, oh, that was a moment in time, you know? But we will just make her a playlist right now and it should sync right to her phone. Well, one thing is for sure, this might be USB 1.0 because this is incredibly slow. I just took it for granted that I could copy over 21 songs and it would be done instantaneously, but it's at 25 megabytes of 121. Oh, no, 33. Wow. So this right here is my brother's MetaQuest 2. I borrowed this specifically because I wanted to play Beat Saber, and more specifically than that, I wanted to play The Weeknd song pack. The Weeknd has some amazing songs, and a lot of those songs were written by Max Martin. If you don't know who Max Martin is, that dude is a genius. But the reason that I bring this up is because I'm doing the Apple Vision Pro demo at the store today, and $3,500 is way too much money for a first generation product. But mark my words, right now, augmented reality is the future of computers. When I was in college, I had a professor who told us about the concept of ubiquitous computing, where computers are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. And right now, obviously, we just have these big headsets. You put this on and then it displays screens in front of you in your actual environment. But the concept of being able to just have a screen anywhere in your environment and being able to interact with that with your fingers, that is just such an obvious conclusion for computer interfaces. And right now, the headsets are huge and they make you look stupid. You can't share the screen with anybody else. But they're not always gonna be like this. Most likely, eventually they'll just be glasses that you can put on, be small glasses. You'll be able to see other people while you're using the computer. They might be able to see what you're seeing. And maybe eventually they'll become contact lenses. And then you can just bloop. And then maybe even further down the line, if humanity lasts long enough, it'll be some sort of neural link. And the question now is this a future that we actually want? The intentionality behind all of this technology is not really there. Of course it's going to get made. It's obvious that's gonna get made. That's impossible to stop. But the thought about, is this the life that we want? I feel like there's no way for us as a society to think about that before the technology is made. The technology just gets made and then we decide how we feel about it afterwards. I'm absolutely not the first person to think about this, but just imagine hanging out with people and everybody's got glasses on and you don't know what those glasses are showing that person. I feel like in the future it's gonna be like, take your glasses off when you're talking to me. Take those glasses off when you're talking to me. Stop watching YouTube Oh God. So if this were $1,000 or maybe even like $2,000, I'd be like, okay, I'm all in day one. But at $3,500, it's a much harder pill to swallow for a first gen product that's only going to get better. And probably even more important, it doesn't allow me to do anything that I can't already do. The main function that I would use it for is having like a 55-inch screen right here that I can edit on. Just, can you imagine that just blam, there's a screen. It would take up no space in the room, be nice and high resolution. I could just like lean in and look at stuff. I could have it wrapped around me. Just the possibilities are so exciting. I could have all of my video editing just like in front of me and like maybe even like touch editing where I could just drag stuff with my hands. That is super exciting. But this setup that I have right here is fantastic. I can do all of the videos that I want to do. It just works. I've refined the setup over a long time. I'm very happy with it. So one of these headsets would just be kind of like a fun toy. I could maybe get like the Quest 3. That's only like 500 bucks. I don't know how well it works with Mac integration, but if it did, it might be worth investigating. Anyways, the demo's coming up soon, so I'm gonna go do that and I will report back how I feel about it. All right, I just did the Vision Pro demo. It is very cool, but it is not $3,500 cool. My biggest complaint was that the field of view is too narrow, and the best thing I can say about it is that it is extremely high resolution and also instantaneous in everything you're doing, and the pinch and pulling and dragging, awesome. Yeah, the Oculus, this Quest 2 has a bigger field of view than the Vision Pro. I didn't realize you could see your hands in this. This is great. Actually, the Quest, the Quest is pretty good, man. I wouldn't say that the Vision Pro is so much better than the Quest that it's worth like 6 times as much or 7. And the eye tracking is excellent. But by far, the best thing about that whole demo was the 3D video at the end. I'm assuming that they used some sort of like double camera rig, and then they went to like a rock climbing place, they had it at a soccer game, and they had it in front of like some rhinos, and they had a train coming at you. That stuff was all incredible, and I need to figure out how to film that as soon as possible because that is Adventure Archive. That has Adventure Archives written all over it. There was a shot of a person just looking at the camera in front of a tent, like drinking like from a mug or something. The sense of presence and even like the cinematic quality to it was so good. Oh! As a device that I'm gonna spend $3,500 on, it's not worth it. But as the first step into what this could be in the Vision Pro 2, 3, 4 down the line, when the headset gets smaller and the field of view gets wider, whew, that's gonna be something. That is definitely gonna be something. Even if it's not like a good business opportunity, I have to film something in this 3D video. That could be the future of video. That remains to be seen, but man, that is really something watching. Because if you took the same sensibilities that you take for any 2D video and you're just shooting it 3D, man, that could be super cool. Yeah, we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, thank you very much for watching. That's gonna do it for today's vlog. Do you have anything to add? We got old pictures here. Oh, these are from Sunjan's trip to New York, I think.
I thought they were your trip to Japan.
Some of them are. These are from Sunjan's trip to New York. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Wow, these are probably like old time capsules.
I think we should show how cute you were.
So it's just photos in general.
Look how cute you are.
No, I don't think we'll be
this
doing
one. What
that.
are you doing in that one?
You are kidding me. That's where that... I have been looking for this 4th AAA battery for years. I have been looking for this for years. It's been in this MP3 player all this time. I'm glad it didn't corrode. That would have been bad. This is a Samsung. This is a Samsung joint.